we start day 2 of the second test between these two decorated teams. Coming to you live from the National Cricket Stadium in Grenada. There we go, first ball on day 2. Did have the chance of looking at the surface before the start of the day's play. Again, not a lot of divots. Gone after it, first ball, John Campbell, as we've seen throughout the course of this test series. Gets 4. Out. Struck back to the bowler. And Josh Hazlewood making no mistakes, so Greg Brathwaite doesn't trouble the scorers in his 100th test match.
Yeah, just a good length. Not sure if that held the wicket, but it seemed like a drive. A good grab, low down by Josh Hazlewood. Brathwaite gone for none. That's indeed 7 for 1.
Through that slip region once more, all along the ground. John Campbell flirting with danger. Beautiful drive through that cover region. Doesn't go for 4, but surely 3 for Carty. That will give him a lot of confidence. Campbell, I beg your pardon, 12. Glove, luckily beyond the wicketkeeper and into the boundary for 4. 4 more for the West Indies. Sounded really good. Goes all the way, so that's a statement from Campbell. Clubbered down the ground, and he was ready for it. So much conviction in that stroke.
Oh, that looks as it's a brilliant catch. Absolutely terrific from the Australian captain. The umpires may want to see it again and to confirm, but it is an athletic effort of the highest class.
Okay, it is clearly off the bat. Yeah, please roll it through to the catch, Gavin. Yeah, looks like fingers are underneath the ball. Just show me opposite angle once, Gavin. Want to confirm again? Yes. Fingers are underneath. Yes, keep it rolling. Let him finish. Okay, yeah. Thank you. Ready with my decision for the big screen.
Well, it should be out. Decision pending. There it is. There's confirmation. And that is a fantastic piece of work from Paddy Cummins. 6'5" and the athleticism on show. Gone for 6. It's 40 for 2.
That's what he likes. That's a top shot for a few runs. More runs for Brandon King. They're trying to stay straight. On that occasion, 2 straight. Maybe off the inner half of the bat.
Yeah, the fielder in the deep didn't pick it up at all, and so the ball dribbles into the boundary. And Constance down there, you can see from his reaction that he picked it up quite late. And having said that, he just gifts his wicket away. It's the 6th time now that he's been dismissed in the 40s after looking so comfortable and composed. A brain fade from Campbell.
Yeah, was this necessary? Made the movement, the initial movement to score on the leg side, but it's not necessary at this phase. It's an easy catch for Mitch Stark. Campbell goes for a 40 from 52. West Indies lose their third on 64.
And that's where he's very strong offside, because he stands leg side of the ball and he's just looking for any bit of width, and credit to him that he's still looking to be positive. Shot again from King, a couple fours in the over. 78 for 3.
Flowing arms from Roston Chase. That's his first boundary. Good so far. Nice little partnership here brewing. Pounce on that one. Brandon King just waited for that width on offer, and the execution was great. Clipped away, beautifully played. That's Roston Chase pouncing on an errant delivery. 101 for 3.
Catch it.
And King goes straight. Slightly over pitch delivery from Lyon, and he helps himself to 4.
Oh, my.
And he sweeps well, King. So that's another boundary in the over.
Question asked, is their bat involved? Question asked, is their bat involved? Carey has his arms spread. Cummins will run into the group. And they go for it.
Pitching outside off, impact in line, wickets hitting. Thank you. I'll go back to Adrian on field. Adrian, you need to change your decision. You are on screen now. You can signal out.
Yeah, decision overturned. Now Roston Chase has to depart. He goes for 16. West Indies lost their 4th on Nelson.
Sometimes I have to laugh at myself. Lovely shot though from a Shea Hope. Not back-to-back maiden overs. 115 for 4. That's good again. 48 to Brandon King. On the cusp of a maiden test match half-century.
Yeah, that's gone for 4. It will be a maiden test half-century for Brandon King. The first by a West Indian in this series, and only his 2nd test match. Applauded by his coach and his teammates and everyone around. A milestone moment for King. Deliberate from Hope. We've seen that from him in white ball cricket with fluency.
Shot again from Brandon King. Probably won't go all the way to the boundary. This was test of fitness. And it does Nice and controlled from Brandon King.
Lofted drive. Inside out, you can see the confidence of Brandon King on display. Once more, great use of the feet. And the maximum for King, so using his feet and executing well.
Oh, and again, wide of the crease. So that angle has worked now. Instead of it straightening up, that has come back in. That is an absolute peach.
The skill of the highest class, that delivery coming back, hitting the top of off. Deceiving Shea Hope with the angle, with the lateral movement inward. Virtually unplayable. Hope departs to 21. The breakthrough comes. 169 for 5. Appeal coming from the wicketkeeper. It's prompting a discussion. No real conviction coming forward. Steve Smith just asking the question again. They go for the review.
We're going, please. Okay, yeah, freeze it here, please. Freeze it here. There's a clear spike when the ball is next to the glove. Thank you. I'll go back to Richard on field. Richard, you need to change your decision. I'll let you know when you're on screen now. You can signal out.
Well, great referral by the Australians. It just took a little bit of glove on the way through. Good catch by Alex Carey, and the Aussies have gone bang, bang. He played beautifully, Brandon King, for his 75, 169 for 6.
Australia believe, and Graves goes. You can never relax against Australians till there is something for bowlers across the phases on the surface.
Just one emphasis inside edge. Doesn't look to be stumped. So caught behind. Justin Graves going for 1. The slide continues. 174 for 6.
Yeah, that's gone. That's massive from Alzarri Joseph. Just marginally short from Lyon. And quickly onto that one. Yeah, that's in there. Fielders converging. Brilliant effort, but just short. Nathan Lyon, the man in the deep. Maybe just holding up in the wind. Not able to get there. 199 for 7. It does take him on, but he goes straight. That's a good strike from Alzarri. Yeah, he's taking it to one fielder in the deep, but he just has to look at it sail over his head. And that's brute force from Alzarri. Another 6 for him. 212 for 7. The sound of the bat. He has such a pure flow of the bat with Shamar Joseph. So one Joseph matching the other. And that will challenge the boundary. In fact, it gets there. And that's a 50 partnership for the West Indies. The Josephs, 225 for 7.
The end of a fighting partnership. Nathan Lyon strikes again.
We know once these two out in the middle, it was entertainment guaranteed. Yeah, going again down the ground. Alzarri Joseph and comfortably taking by Green. He goes for 27 from 49. Western News leaves their 8 on 225.
Oh.
Vital addition to the West Indies total buys. Didn't get up much either. There's that ability again. I remember saying in his very first Test innings at Adelaide in 2024 that if you give that young man responsibility, particularly when he goes back to domestic cricket, to bat him higher, he'll take his responsibility more seriously and continue developing his batting. Stark has his man. Brought into the attack, first over of a new spell, and he cleans up the stumps.
Following Shamar Joseph with this delivery, it came off his pads and onto the stumps, because he was just trying to make room to whip it into the leg side. And just too quick, that delivery. And Shamar Joseph goes for 29. West Indies 2-3-7 for 9.
It's a rather pleasing technique actually from Anderson Phillip. Another one of the lower order that plays in very straight lines and
Short, yeah. That was well directed. Negotiated well in the end by Jayden Seales. Few more runs. Not just going to the boundary. Yep, 4 more. We'll wait for the signal from the umpire to confirm whether it's leg buys or runs. Runs. 4 valuable runs for Anderson Phillip.
Catch it! Yeah!
now Travis Head thinks that he's got his man finally. Jayden Seales is saying that it's bounced. Anderson Phillip is not moving. The umpires will come together and discuss. Nitin Menon is very good on field or on television.
Yeah, just rock and roll once. Rock and roll once. I can see fingers are underneath. Yes, I can see the fingers are underneath the ball. Thank you. I am ready with my decision for the big screen.
That'll be another one that will be discussed for some time in comparison to some others given in the series. The crowd was starting to cheer here because they believed it was grounded. 33 runs behind Australia's first innings total, and we will have something in the region of about 40 minutes batting, light permitting. Will there be swing for Seales? On target straight away. From the keeper going through that ring, have to be locked in and focused, in addition to the guys in front of the bat. He has knocked him over. Difficult period to bat. More problems for the 19-year-old Sam Constance. And Jayden Seales, his reputation continues to grow.
Well, here we go, the West Indies. Just about the perfect start. Wasn't his best delivery. Sam Constance saw the width. Just in the end got a bottom edge, dragged it onto the stumps, and he's out for a duck. Great start for the Windies. They get there first.
Oh, it's just bounced. It spat at Cam Green. Spat at him.
Yes, yeah.
Two runs there to Usman Khawaja.
And again, very similar, in fact, eerily similar from the first innings. It was Alzarri Joseph then, it's Jayden Seales now. And the struggle continues for Khawaja. Wrong the wicket, is he going to review? He's considering it, time is running out. And there goes for it just in the nick of it.
Pitching outside off, impact in line, wickets hitting. Thank you. I'll go back to Adrian on field. Adrian, you can stay with your decision. You're on screen now. You can signal out.
The hope turns to despair for Usman Khawaja. Make that 3 times in succession. Dismissed in a similar fashion. Goes for 2. Australia in early trouble here, 4 for 2. Now that's 4. Just trying to take his line a little bit straighter. And going down the leg. Yeah, it seems as though it's going to be the final bit of play. Yes, it is. And so that stumps on day 2. Nathan Lyon completed his task of remaining unbeaten at the end, protecting the others to come. But Jayden Seales doing what West Indies hoped that they would do by getting a couple wickets and keeping this game with a certain level of parity.
In summary, Australia 286 in the first innings, West Indies 253. Australia now 12 for 2, and West Indies will be pleased. Lead by 45.